everyone, I'm Rachel. I'm the 50-minute lesson planner. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe below. So this week is week 2. We're going to talk all about my family, and if you missed week 1, you can check it out in my videos. So the children are still settling in this week. We should have had a great week last week, learning all about me. The children should feel like they belong in the classroom. They should be able to see themselves everywhere in the classroom, and your classroom should start to look like their interests, whatever they may be. So I provided the base curriculum, and your emerging curriculum should start to show right about now. If you need any help with that, just send me a message below and I'll send you some of my resources. The 10 free lessons I have for you this week are tried and tested, and I really like them. Some of them are simple and some of them require a bit more work, but a nice balance of the both helps to keep the week really even. So the first lesson I have for you this week is Rainbow Oats. It's a sensorial activity that's really easy to make and it's really attractive to the children. It's about 1 cup of oats to 1 or 2 tablespoons of water mixed with food colouring. Mix it in. You'll need to leave it to dry for a little bit so it doesn't go soggy, and then just leave it in a container all week with some jugs and spoons, and the children will have a great time. I also have a home corner invitation to play coming up, and the rainbow oats are really nice to use for that. I actually have some just in a little jar like this all the time for the children to play with. This is just oats mixed with glitter, and then I'll have the rainbow oats separated into colours in bowls or jars, or the children can mix them together in a basin. Just to note this week as well, it's really nice to start inviting the families either one at a time or just have an open invitation to share recipes or story time with the children and help the parents feel like they're part of the classroom. It's really important that the parents feel free to come into your classroom and talk to the children. Their children are spending a lot of time in the classroom and they need to feel like they belong as well. The next lesson I have for you this week is Lollipop Construction. So using lollipop sticks and Play-Doh, you can also use matchsticks and raisins for a bit of differentiation. You just make 3D objects with the children, get them to make their home, talk about the shapes in the home. You want to talk about 2 and 3D objects in circle time this week as well to tie it all together. So I will have some pictures and examples of that on the Facebook and Instagram page this week. The Finger Family song is a really nice one to do this week. I've included in the lesson plans. Everyone has their own version of it. I've just included the most common version that I could find. And I've just noted to be really sensitive for different family types in your classroom, or if you're in a difficult classroom situation with children that may not be there all the time or who have difficult family situations, be very sensitive. And a nice alternative to the mommy and daddy fingers are the teacher and then the student names as well. So we can talk about all the different types of families that we have, and the teacher and student family in the classroom is a really important one of those. The children spend so much time with us all year. It's really nice to know that they can use the word family for that. The next activity I have this week is what I call the primary colour squishy bags. There's probably a more eloquent term for them, but that's what we call them, which is this thing on the wall. It's just a plastic bag that I have sellotaped to the wall. Sometimes I'll sellotape it fully to the table with 2 primary colours, and the children can just use their finger to make secondary colours. So that's another thing to talk about in circle time this week, our primary, secondary colours, giving them names. Some people like to use flashcards. I like to use it just in conversation while the children are doing art or colouring, using colouring pencils, anything like that. Next up this week, I have a really nice geography lesson for you. It's about map reading, and it's helping the children find their homes on a map. So you can do this as a group activity. You can print off 1 map of the local area, or you can give one to each child. So I like to use small circular stickers for this so that you can still see the rest of the map, and give each child one to mark where their home is, and then figure out how they get to school using the roads on the map. You can also extend this into a discussion about how they get to school. Do they walk, cycle, drive in the car, who brings them, and what else is in the local area that they can see on the map. So if there's a landmark, a water feature, you should be able to see it and point it out. I have a really nice history lesson for you this week. It's My Family Tree. You'll get the children to cut out the trunk of the tree, and depending on what kind of parent participation you expect in the class, you can ask the parents to bring in a photograph, or you can get the child to do handprints and cut the handprints out and use them as leaves for the trunk of the tree. So if you have photographs, get the children to cut out the faces of their parents, siblings, grandparents, and place them in order at the tree. So grandparents at the top, and then parents, siblings, and then the child in the centre of the top of the trunk of the tree. If you don't have photographs, ask the children what names they'd like to write on the leaves, and they can direct you to write whatever names they want: mum, dad, sister and grandparents, and then you can put the leaves in descending order on the trunk of the tree instead. You can use a photograph of the child if you have that facility available to put in the centre of the top of the trunk of the tree anyway, and the leaves can go around it. I've included a really nice invitation to play this week. Obviously your classroom is going to be set up from last week. The invitation to play is an opportunity to get the children really involved in the areas, get them to explore the areas and see what they can do. So I have done the home corner for Family Week, and in the home corner you will set up a line with pegs for the children to wash and dry the dolls' clothes. You will have active water area this week. Hopefully you always have an active water area, but if not, put a basin for clothes or dishes. Allow the children to really immerse themselves in the drama of the home corner. You have I have a baby in a bath here. Bathing the baby is always a lovely activity. Drying the baby and dressing the baby are great life skills that the children can exercise. I also have cupcake making. I have in the lesson plans that I've used Play-Doh, but I didn't have any flour today, so I've used cotton wool, and I have made little cotton wool cupcakes with glitter, and I have put little butterfly stickers on top, which is very cute, and they all love making it. Play-Doh is better. You can have all different colours, and you can have all little craft bits that you can add as the toppers. So have lots of things going on. Make sure that you have labels in your home corner for everything. It's really good for literacy. So you want a label with a picture and the word in lowercase letters. Another dramatic play activity we have this week is Nature People, or Nature Faces, depending on what kind of things you have available. So it's coming into autumn. Normally there's a lot of pine cones around. We have a lot of chestnuts as well. We want to ask the children to gather them up, whatever they can find, and bring them into school this week. And we can also make things out of twigs if you don't have pine cones or chestnuts available. So just get the children to glue them together to make family members. They can make themselves, their sister or brother, leave them to dry, and then use them to play in your outdoor play this week. So your outdoor area should be coming together already, but it's really nice to have a small world area made out of natural materials for the children to go to. The last lesson I have for you this week is mask making. It also doubles as a game called Who Am I, or Guess Who. So give the children a paper plate. If you don't have paper plates, just cut out a piece of paper from some of the recycled cardboard you've asked the children to bring in. Gather some wool, cut out some eyes, get the children to colour it. They get to pick the hair colour, the lip colour, the eye colour, and they can hold it up and the other children can guess who they are. So you can use this for the classroom family or the home family. Get the children to give clues to who they are, and it's a really nice bonding exercise for the children who are going to be still settling. It seems like they've been there forever already, but they haven't, and pretty soon they're going to start to regress, so it's really important to make those bonds as concrete as you can. So that's all I have for you this week. You can click over to my blog at 50minutelessonplanner.com/blog, where you can download and print the lessons if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Bye!